All right, fellas, welcome back. Hope everybody has had a good, safe week. I really appreciate you stopping by for a few minutes and hanging out with us. And tonight we got some more bench updates and some more stash ads. On our 57 Corvette back there, man, I got the Cove painted this week in that Diamond Dust by Testers Extreme Likers, I believe it is. We got that done, and we haven't done much else to it. We did get the radiator and shroud and fan in it. We're kind of moving along. Man, I've almost lost interest in that little jewel just because I've spent so daggone much time on it. I didn't mean for it to be all that. But this weekend, my goal is to try to get that little rascal maybe closer to a final. So anyway, that's where we're at on that little jewel. Now on our Nasty Nova group build 2025, hosted by Vinny over at Pit Stop Scale Model Garage. I should have had his card over here. And Al over at Battleborn Hobbies, co-hosted by Al. All right, fellas, on my little Nova, the 66 Pro Street. Excuse me, fellas. This week, while I was waiting on that paint that I put on the vet to dry, I want to make sure it's dry before I handle it too much because I'm going to do the trim behind the seats that connects to the interior trim. So I want to make sure that was dry before I started handling it. So meanwhile, I started messing with the little Nova, and I got the let's see here, I got the body pretty well cleaned up of the mold lines and the flash and all that, and I sanded off the emblems. Like I said before, man, I can't see them, and when I try to mess with them, I always smudge them up, and so it's easier for me to get rid of them. And for the route that I'm going with that little build is it's going to be a drag car, street car, drag car slash whatever. And he didn't want them emblems on there, so the I got a lot of parts painted up, cleaned up, and painted for that little Nova this week, and I should have got them over here to show you, but anyway, backstory on that is a feller is got him a little Pro Street Nova. It's he drives it on the street. He swaps out the tread tires for slicks, and he goes index racing. He runs a 750 index in the eighth mile, and not very fast, fellers. And it's a street car. And in the quarter mile, man, 1150 index. And he can't go but below those times because he doesn't have a roll. He's not going to have a roll bar in it. He kind of wants it as just like a cruiser, y'all know what I'm getting after, but occasionally he'll put the slicks on her and take her index racing when they have some index racing local. So anyway, that's the route we're going with that. And on the hood, man, I haven't cut the hood open yet. I was gonna put the tunnel ram on it, and still might do that. But I like flat hoods, and I think I mentioned that, man. I like flat hoods, so I might end up putting just a single carburetor on it because he's not going to need that much fuel to just run 750s and 1150s in a quarter mile, 750s and eighth. So that's where we're kind of at with that, man. Just kind of piddling with him this week, and so now we're going to get into our stash ads. My local ollies that I go to, man, this year they have been horrible on having any kits. And finally, I found a couple down there at my local ollies, and this is one of them, the Revale. Uh, Excuse me, fellas. 124 scale, 56 Ford Thunderbird. I grabbed that jewel just pretty much because they had it. They hadn't had nothing very much all year long. So I grabbed that. I don't know if I'll ever do anything with it or not, but anyway, she's still sealed. it doesn't have plastic on it, but if I remember right, a couple people said that when kits come from Revel, Germany, they're taped shut. So this is still taped, man. I haven't opened it. Don't know if I ever will. Don't know what I'll do with it. But I thought, what the hell, man? I'll grab it. $12.99. All right, and the next one, man, I got one of these a while back because I 124 scale Revel. I've got a 70 Challenger. I think it's the TA 70 Challenger, I believe is what it is. Revel 124 scale. And I like the looks of the wheels and the brakes on this kit right here. And that other one, man, I'm gonna see if the chassis fits that 70 Challenger, and if it does, I'm gonna kind of go that way if I ever build that jewel. But anyway, I got an extra one of those because they had it $12.99 Ollie's. All right, the next one I picked up, man. I'm building that 66 Nova back there. I picked up a extra one of these, the AMT 66 Pro Street Nova. Man, they're cool little kits, man. If nothing else, they make good donor kits. I've seen a lot of people use them for donor kits. So I went on and grabbed another one of those. Whenever I get a kit from Ollie's, I'm sorry, from Hobby Lobby, I wait for their 40% off. So 40% off, $22.99. Seems like it's around 13, 14 bucks. Comes with a set of wide slicks. What the hell, man? I grabbed that jewel. All right, the next one, once again, Hobby Lobby purchase, the AMT 67 Pro Street Chevelle. I grabbed one of those. I've got one of those over here in my junkyard, so to speak. It was a decent model, man, but I'm just not into the 67. I like a 66. 66 and 7 kind of shares the same body style, different doghouse and different tail lights. Best of my knowledge, anyway. By me looking at them, that's how I can tell. So anyway, I'm not a fan of a 67. I like a 66. And so anyway, I grabbed one of these on their 40% off deal. And I thought, what the hell, man? I think this was still sealed. And the other one, I can't remember from back then. But I've used the wheels and tires onto my Nasty Nova group build off of that jewel. And so anyway, I grabbed one of these, if nothing else, man, for parts out of it. Like I say, I'm pretty sure it's got a set of slicks and treaded tires also. I've got a set of treaded tires that come on those wheels on that Nova. And I wanted slicks on this jewel, man. I like drag racing. But now I've saved the best for the last, fellers. The Hobby Lobby that I go to anyway, that's kind of local to me, man. I haven't never seen this kit on their shelves. It's the 36 Wild one modified by MPC. I haven't never seen this one on their shelves. And finally, man, I walked in there and I seen it on the shelf and I immediately got that little jewel. But the one behind it, man, in the little cubby hole, it wasn't another one. I was going to pick me up two of them because, man, I like race cars and those modifieds is cool. And I didn't have none of this. The wild one, I'm sorry, none of this. But anyway, I grabbed that little jewel, and next time I go in there on their sale, man, if they got this sitting on the shelf, I'm going to grab another one. So anyway, fellers, that's all we've got tonight. I do believe that's where I'm at, and fellers, like I said before, man, I'm a slow builder, and I don't know if I mentioned this, but I usually forget. I might have did it at the beginning of this because this is the second time I've done this video. Hey man, if anybody would like one of my shop cards or swap a shop card, I'd be more than happy to do that. Send you one or swap you or whatever, man. Just send me an email right there at that address, hotrodsmodelshop@gmail.com. Hot Rods with a Z. Shoot me an email, man. I'd be more than happy to send you one of these jewels out. Whether you got one or not, I don't care, man. It's been Hell, it's been quite a while since I sent out a shop cart. Fellers, that's all I've got for tonight. And fellers, all y'all have a good, safe weekend. And I appreciate you stopping by here for a few minutes. And y'all have a good, safe week coming up. And fellers, everybody have a good one. Stay safe.